Hi, I'm Dave Platt. I'm the author of Fixing Tech, and I'm starting this new video series to show how we are going to fix tech. I'm going to start with UPS.com, brought to us through the magic of archive.org. This is UPS.com for 20 years ago, back when I wrote Why Software Sucks, and they were a prime candidate. Because look at this. You bring up the website because you want to do some business with them, and they will not talk to you until you tell them your location and whether you want them to remember it or not. Now, is this any way to treat somebody whose money you want? I don't think so. You can't track a package. You can't order supplies. You can't find the nearest location. You can't do anything at all. You can't even send them an email message that, your site is really hard to use until you tell them your location. Right? Why don't they take a default? Why don't they look at the Windows installations that they're on and just jump to that? But they won't. You have to tell them explicitly. Fortunately, you know what? They fixed this. Today, they're a whole lot better. These guys fixed their tech, and now it just works. Let me show you. When I bring up UPS.com, like this, there, it comes up in US English. They look at the settings in the browser and find that the browser is set to US English. So they figure I probably want this website in US English as well, and they show it to me. Good move. Now, suppose I go to their competitor. Suppose I go to DHL and bring them up. You know what? Same thing. They say, yeah, you're in the United States and US English. I'll just show it to you. On the other hand, their arch rival, FedEx, when I come over here and bring that up, FedEx says, no, you got to select your location and language. You got to scroll down. You've got to pick this place, and you got to tell them exactly where you are. And they won't take a guess. They won't even give you a default. They will just make you guess. They will make you talk to them every single time. It's really annoying. Now, suppose we were in a different country. Suppose, for the sake of argument, we're going to be in Sweden. I'm going to be speaking at the DevSum conference the first week of June. If you happen to be in Stockholm, look me up. And so what I would do, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch over to my VPN. I'm going to connect to my VPN, and as you can see, there I am. I'm tunneling through Sweden. So suppose I bring up UPS.com there. Well, you know what? The browser settings and the Windows settings are still set to US English. So UPS says, you know what? This is what the guy's environment speaks. He probably wants us to speak it too. And yeah, the control is up there. If I want to change something else, I can. But they make their best guess and they go with it. That's good. If I go to DHL, here, there, well, now DHL is sniffing the IP address and saying, you know what? This request sure looks like it's coming from Sweden. So the guy there probably speaks Swedish, would probably prefer to be spoken to in Swedish. So I'm going to default to that. Okay, that is a reasonable second guess. And hey, if they want to change it, I can switch to English. I can stay in Svenska, or up here through Google Translate. That'll work too. On the other hand, FedEx, what do I get with FedEx? You know what I get with FedEx, man. Why do I bother wasting my time? They are coming up, and you got to pick your language. And you know what? It takes a long time in Swedish. You got to scroll all the way down through Africa, through Asia and the Indian subcontinent, the Caribbean, Central and South America. And only then do we get to Europe. And yeah, okay, here we can be in England, Sweden, and English, or in Svenska. So, is this a way to treat a customer? I don't think it is. UPS just works. DHL more or less just works. They make a couple of different kinds of guesses than UPS does, but they mostly just work. FedEx doesn't even try. All right, that is not how we're going to do this. This is some tech that needs fixing. So thanks, and I look forward to seeing you in other editions of Fixing Tech.